Welcome back to Endangered Species Spotlight. This week we are talking about the Louisiana pine snake. This is the Louisiana pine snake. It is a type of constrictor native to Louisiana and eastern Texas in the United States. They are non-venomous as they are constrictors, and instead of envenomating their prey, they kind of wrap around it and pose absolutely zero threats to humans. These guys are considered to be the rarest snake in the entirety of the United States, and while I couldn't find an exact population estimate, it is very low, and these guys are considered to be endangered. The majority of the reasons why these guys are endangered is due to habitat loss. They need a very specific type of habitat in order to live, specifically the longleaf pine savanna biome, which is very rapidly decreasing throughout pretty much the entirety of the United States where it's found. This lack of suitable habitat causes problems for the Louisiana pine snake, as well as the prairie dogs that are found there, which is the main food source of this snake. Additionally, they tend to have quite low clutch sizes, meaning they don't produce a lot of eggs at one time. This, combined with the habitat loss, as well as competition with invasives and predation by invasive species, as well as cats and dogs, has massively decreased the population. Additionally, what remaining habitat is left for these snakes is often quite heavily fragmented, meaning it is difficult for snakes to come in contact with each other, which makes mating very difficult, as well as when attempting to cross through roads in towns, it is very dangerous. The fatality rate of these snakes on roads is unfortunately quite high. And when passing through residential or commercial areas, it is very risky due to people and dogs and cars and all of those other things. Now, fortunately, there are quite a few conservation efforts going on to save the Louisiana pine snake, including the protection of the remaining longleaf pine savanna. They are also a protected species within Louisiana, and it is illegal to harm or kill any of these guys. And finally, there has been some success with captive breeding. A solid amount of about 300 individuals were released into the wild recently, and that did boost the population. However, that being said, these guys still are under quite a lot of threats, and especially since the wild population is not known, a lot of work has to be done in order to save them.